Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? I am Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ringru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we wanted to bring you something that we brought to you a few weeks ago. This is going to be a game on the Community Balance patch put together by Pro Soccer and some other great guys. Rang's going to tell us a little bit more about that in a second. But we are on Colville. And Rang, now that I've blown up your spot, what are we talking about here and who's fighting?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Aletoledo as the 6th Airborne Division. And on the right-hand side, we have JMWW2. I guess WW2 maybe a draw. And he's playing as the Rintown Division. This match and also the match for Thursday's cast is from the Community Patch Tournament. It's a nice little one-day tournament, round-robin style. And we've just got a few games from that we want to showcase. This is a fantastic patch, or mod patch, I guess you could say. Yeah, does some lovely balance changes. For example, in this current matchup, 6th Airborne, this patch, they got more stuff, essentially. More infantry, some more veterancy here and there. It's rather nice. And Rintown they got some more income, which I believe is their main change. They might got some other stuff, but I think it's just really income.
You know, I figured out what his name stands for. Just maybe Wehrmacht wins 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. It's a sequel to the first one where they did not win. So,
No.
of course, I am crossing my fingers. Now, we could talk about vanilla and how these two divisions match up. With the 6th Airborne having more infantry, I mean, the Vintown usually gets overmatched by this division. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, it's definitely going to make a late game for 6th Airborne much more nicer, as just having a bit of extra AB powers and AB Brens really goes quite a array in just having your infantry survive to a late match and not completely running out of stuff. For Rintown, I mean, even with the patch, Rintown still isn't, top of the pops, all of that stuff. I mean, if we're looking at his initial loadout, he's got like one patch. Oh,
Oh,
look at
jeez.
him. Oh,
That's a great idea.
that's sneaky. That is... Okay, it's going to be
He's
dropping the bomb on the road, but it's not really going to hit too much.
doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. Honestly, he retards progress a little bit. He stresses things out. Look, he's going to get to.
Oh,
Oh wow! Actually, I kind of
right.
expected that completely stressed out.
No, that's kind of the risky thing in the multi-pathfinder, as he didn't really do that much damage with that run, and now he's down 190 points in terms of unit spending, so all he has is like 2 AT guns and some infantry, and not much of it. And if I was
Yeah,
JMW Road War 2, I'd be like, let's push. He just spent what, almost like 2/5 of his points just on an aeroplane.
that's true. But also consider this.
Hmm.
Now those half tracks really can't aggress too much. 6 pounders are going to go and stress them out in maybe 2 shots, if they don't kill altogether. See, there we go. He's almost completely stressed out as it is. He's not going to want to go and be engaging with that AT gun. And frankly, wait a second. Oh, this other one's got to have a beautiful look up north too. He's
Oh,
moving.
that one
Why is
up
he moving?
north. Oh, right, is he moving? He has perfect
And
shots.
everything I just said is completely
Ah,
wrong. Well done, Vintown.
oof. Yeah, just flaming his way to victory. Fight fire with fire, and that's really going to open up the northern flank. Down south, he's trying to maneuver around, but you got the Oxen Bucks and AB Piats, and yeah, don't want to get too close.
Yeah, the Oxen Bucks. I really want to go make some sort of like hardcore, nasty sexual comment, but I'm not really feeling horny today. Um,
Oof.
yeah, I know, really bad. Anyway, 6 pounder is going to get
They got
engaged
pills for that.
slightly. What's that?
They got pills for that.
Well, Rang, if I need one, I'll just ask what you use.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit ton of Viagra.
I'm sorry, that was actually kind of mean. I apologize.
That's fine. That's
Bomb
cool.
pads are moving around. Of course, half tracks. I'm going to slowly try to pinch out this giant blueness. And the
Oh,
Oxen Bucks is it furiously taking out 234. I believe that's what you were going to talk about.
yeah, that was pretty crazy. And also his whole front line is absolutely bonkers. Down south, we've got the AB Piats knocking out a 2-3-4, but Flampans responds in kind. But the AB Piat, a second run, is also going to respond in kind.
Do you
So,
think that Ale Toledo might be taking those little blue pills?
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Jeez. And Vintown now has less units on the field than I think there are trucks.
Yes, that's kind of a problem with Rintown. You just have so little units. I mean, 2-star Panda Grenadiers and stuff is nice, but sometimes quantity has a whole quality of its own.
I just said that the other day. I mean, that was a very wise thing there.
I copied it from you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because you say it in the cast a few times.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking to myself, how can I make myself sound smart? I just copy what Khan says.
Okay, now you make me feel really bad what I said before.
It's cool.
But you know what? The Ox and Bucks over here back in that town, they're going to get up all in someone's grill if he's not careful. And not common that we actually do see that grill artillery piece. What do we usually tend to see instead from the Vintown?
They usually just auto-cannon half-tracks, really.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you see the grill mods, to be honest, I mean, it's a cool vehicle because it does a huge amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But usually, people just want something a bit cheaper rather than a big grilly.
But I am consistently surprised by the devastation being visited on the German lines here.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of 6-pounders, yeah, one did go down. This other one might just barely... Oh, no, never mind, okay. I thought I was going to get that last shot off to maybe take out the P3. Had the P3 goes, I would have said JMWW2, might as well just pack it in.
Yeah, because that would have been a pretty big loss, and it's just such an odd map in terms of... Or just in terms of how the front line's been progressing. The Ox and Bucks have finally been forced to fall back a little bit. It's got Panda Grenadiers in the town, but... Still, Ox and Bucks is slowing up the autocannon half-track and grill from moving to the front line, so he's buying some time.
At one point, you told me the reason for the Ox and Bucks name. Can you remind me what that is?
Oxfordshire and something like...
Oh, Buckinghamshire, maybe.
Yeah, Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire Light Infantry Division.
Okay. Alright, there we go.
Or Light Infantry Regiment, or Brigade, one of the other.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Brits didn't use one of the designations, and I can't think of which one it was. But the other Flampanzer to the north does go down, leaving on the field just a couple of rinky-dink, kind of not too amazing pieces of equipment here from the German side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing more aggression from the northern side. Yes, it is on foot, but look at the northern edge of the map. Those AV pairs might as well just move east. Take that chunky forest over there.
Especially against Rintown, because Rintown only has those 4 Panda Grenadiers. And it's scary in the open, but if you're getting close in that forest, those AB powers absolutely wreck.
This is going to hurt me a little bit. The little John right there is going to get up right next to that grill.
Yeah.
And this is why you practice good barbecuing safety, folks, because, yeah, one little shot and your whole holiday might go up in smoke.
Mm-hmm. The Ox and Bucks behind enemy lines is still going really goddamn strong. He's gonna almost knock. He does knock.
Oh, he does knock it out.
Damn. And look, he has the Ox and Buck behind enemy lines, just on the submachine guns, so he can only do short range damage. Or now would be a good time to turn on the other 2 guns to fight the Panzergren, but still, it's really quite crazy what the Ox and Bucks is doing by himself.
Well, the sad thing, and oh geez, there go the 2 spot troops. I'm assuming. Oh wow, they survived it mostly.
Yeah.
I am surprised that even with just using the Stens, they are fighting the Peagrens to a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose in a second here, but bit by bit.
Little John, he's coming around the corner, but the grill's going to shoot first, and that grill, he can really mess up. That's true.
Wow.
It's 27 HC. It doesn't mess around.
Yeah, but you don't really expect a grill. Even when the size of that, to get a surrender.
I know. I was expecting Tetra to get first shot, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I mean, geez, Little John trained under Robin Hood, for Pete's sake.
I know. And there's a second shot, and... I mean, even though the Grower isn't the most used unit, when it is on the field and in a situation like this, it can be a real nasty bugger to deal with.
It is somewhat helped by the fact that the Vindhound... Oh, excuse me, try this again. I meant to say from the other angle. So this is about the 6th Airborne.
Yeah.
But 6th Airborne is definitely helped by the fact that the Vindhound has nothing for another, 150 seconds, really? At that point, when we finally get to Phase B, oh geez, watch one more kill.
Oh god. You have one last Piat.
Okay, good. Alright, there we go. But they still have the hand grenades. They still have the hand grenades.
Oh yeah. still, Arcs and Bucks is definitely MVP of the match so far. As he's done a lot of damage just by himself behind enemy lines. And oh, there goes the hand grenade.
Remember, Binnington. That's the name we want to check out later on. Binnington.
Binnington.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't quite give it the British twang there. I probably should have.
Watch what you can.
Well,
you need to speak your cringe English more properly, good sir.
Well, I have been trying to practice, I swear. I've been watching the Great British Bake Off.
So... Oh, a lovely show. Absolutely magnificent programming, I have to say.
Yay, PBS in Britain. Down to the south, nothing really is going on. Just after that early kind of rush of fire, not really anything whatsoever. And in fact, Aletoledo seems to be so relaxed that he's even bringing a Vickers in to do absolutely nothing.
Just getting shot at by the half track. But Aletoledo has been doing a pretty good job holding territory. I mean, he's moved east from the northern side. He started moving east, and he's in a lovely defensive position. And
he's gonna lose 2 squads in a second, though.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be good. But still.
And those are full strength squads too, just for the record.
Damn.
And wow, another Tetrarch, Little John goes down. P3 actually gets that kill. That is just stunning beyond all measure. I don't want to go and celebrate too early by saying this, but it might be that JMWW2 still has signs of life within him yet.
Yeah, he's starting to get a bit of momentum back. In the middle is pretty much clear sailing to push through. And 6 Airborne in total doesn't really have that good long-range capability in this middle area. It's really good for tanks and long-range capability.
I kind of wish the vehicles didn't just sit still the entire time when they're getting nuked by, handheld infantry anti-tank weapons.
Yeah, it might be good to back off at half-track, just like 50 meters or so, but the Oxen Bikes do get pinned down for now.
Well, just in time to have more Piat troops move on in with their Willys MB.
God damn, that's a lot of Piats. Falling with fire.
That joke for me early on, that's going to bother me. I don't, I'm still thinking about that. But we're to phase B. It's a new phase. It's a new day. Here's where I think maybe Windhound gets a little bit of signs of life. What do you think?
Maybe. I mean, he's got the Panther 4s, got more infantry now. It's really be the challenge really for Rintown to do it. And even though Rintown doesn't have the best late game progression against 6 Airborne, even with the buffs, they do have the better ground game once we get to later stages.
Well, that's good, because the air game is not something you're going to win against an airborne division.
No. Oh no, I hope JMW has some Messerschmitts in his lineup, because he's going to need all those bloody fighters that he can get.
Worth noting, the P3 just took down a Tetrarch with a machine gun.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's... Whenever you see an armored vehicle go down to a machine gun, it's actually not an AFE, that's a lunchbox. Yeah. A lunchbox of death.
Tetrarch was just like some wrecked cardboard that the British slapped together and decided to put into a glider.
That is the somewhat nice thing about the American Airborne. We didn't really have tanks go on in, but then again we were like, you know what, screw it, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you realize it was a dumb idea, which it kind of was. It was a very dumb idea.
It's strange to think the Americans recognized the thing was a dumb idea.
The Americans were really good in the second row draw in figuring out what was dumb and not doing it for the most part. I gotta give them that. Like, hey, we don't need like all these sorts of tanks. We just need really 2 types of tanks. It's a light tank and a medium tank. It's just modular, and we'll just use that for the majority of the war. And it got damn wrecked.
Yep.
Hey, everyone with a semi-automatic rifle? We have a manufacturing capability to do that. That's a really good idea. Yeah.
Well, first Piat is going to go and take his pound of flesh. And the Flampanzer is going to go down too. Guys, the Flampanzer... Jeez.
God damn it. I'm so sad
Green. You're freaking vehicles.
Yeah. And the Flampanzers too. I love seeing them alive and flamming stuff, not being flammed himself. Yeah.
Well, there's a Cromwell out as well. So trying to get over to the Assault Pioneers west along the road, it's like the worst boss fight in the world. Oh, AB Piats, take him out super easily. Then it's like Assault Pioneers, a little harder. Another Assault Pioneers, a little harder. And the boss fight, I don't think the Germans are going to... Wow, never mind, I take that back. T3 again hits on the first shot of the engagement.
Yeah, 2-star veterancy.
Yeah, but still. How's he going to be able to do that without his automatic stabilizers, like the Sherman?
God damn it, Colin, you beat me to it. And you know what? You managed to mention it in the cast for a 6th Airborne. It's the only division that doesn't have Shermans.
Yeah, yeah.
If you didn't say it, I wouldn't have said it. So, you did me a favor, yeah.
It was, you know what? There's a certain level of pattern to respect. So, oh, the Gepard. That's such an amusing vehicle. What a waste. To the northern side, these Panzer Grenadiers are going to get outnumbered rather quickly here, and the 80 Paras, you do not want to get close and tight with them.
No, you do not. No, you do not. Maybe like a mortar half-track or some artillery would be pretty good for JMW. I mean, he's also bringing out some Stern Pioneers now. Got some down south, and they're doing okay till the half-track got piated and forced him to pin down.
234 doesn't see them? I thought the 234 might see that. Guess not. Oh. Alright. Again, dude, get up in their grill. Attack ground, you fool.
Yeah. Panzer Grenadiers close range, not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Well, and right now, he is in between of everything in every place you don't want to be.
Yeah,
let's recognize... I'm sorry, go for it.
No, I think artillery would be very good for the Germans at the moment.
True. What I was about to say is that you do have to doff your hat slightly over here. That Aletoledo has been fought back to a +0. He had a +2 for a bit, and while he is still up considerably, Windhound, who, like you said early on, has never been the biggest bang for your buck, he's fighting back.
Yeah. I mean, now he's got the southern area under control, and that's just going to open up all new fields for him to push through.
Yeah, dude, that's Strawberry Fields forever right there.
Oh, yeah.
I also am amused by the fact there is one Willys MB to the north. Oh, jeez. There's a machine gun up to the northwest side of the map that has not moved in 5 minutes. Literally. Huh. It's been there since the beginning of Phase B.
That's, I guess he's just hoping that he doesn't have to be thrown onto the front lines. Hearing all the scary thing about Tiger tanks and whatnot.
Conscientious objector.
Yeah.
If these two pairs up north get picked off, this is going to be a +2. Which means that JM's right back in this. Considerably, in fact.
And this is exactly what he needs. You know, he really needs to get some recon up north and screen his bloody vehicles, because these Piats have just been insane. Absolutely insane.
Honestly, the infantry AT has been wonderful. Here's another shot. Oh, wow. I was like, yeah, get out of the half-track, my friend.
Come on, jump. Oh, thankfully it misses. Thankfully for JMW it misses, not so much for Aletoledo.
I cannot help but feel you're just like a second behind me, but you know what? That's okay.
My thing freezed up a few times.
Oh,
what second are you at right now?
I'm at 25, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I'm at 2009, 2010, 2011.
You know what? Folks, I'm going to pause my just for 1 second, and 1 Mississippi, go. Good enough. At least we're getting linked back up here. So about 2020 right now. My vision is perfect.
Yeah, There we go. Sometimes, you know, when you're doing these casts, I mean, we have to do it the old-fashioned way. 1, 2, 3, go, and sometimes it gets a little bit out of sync, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, we used to saying I'm a little teapot just to do a sound check, but then Rang finally decided I didn't have to do that anymore, so...
You only had to make him stop doing it after, like, 6 months.
Well, it was the dance that really got me. So
well,
that
it's just to make sure, like, you have the good room and good audio over your entire room, you know? Just really wanted to make sure.
Yeah. But a Tempest is going after the ME-109, and of course there's a Typhoon behind that as well. So the two Ts are coming forwards, and... Yeah. I don't think the ME-109 is not going to make it.
No.
But that's okay, because the ground game is still under, now, the Windhound control, which, again, is just bizarre to hear. That the Pac-40 is going to die. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Lucky Pac-40.
However, it will be rather unlucky for any vehicle that tries to move further west than where the Germans are right now. That's just 17-pounder right there, and really, he moves... What? maybe 200 meters to his east, he's going to have absolutely ridiculous sightlines down that road. So let's not do that, please.
Yeah.
B3 finally did go down to the north. And there is a Cromwell in the area down to the south.
But even then, like JMW, he doesn't really have to push. He's got a +2 already. He can really just hold and do pretty well. He's got good defensive positions all over. I mean, down south, it's all open field between him and the enemy, and 6 Airborne is really not good in an open field engagement.
No, it is not. Something about being a little fleshy meat bag tends to put you at a rather big disadvantage when you go across open ground.
And also have them only Bren guns.
Sure.
It's been a while since we digged on Bren guns, so I thought we mention it.
Well, I took the Sherman comment this time, so you know.
I can talk about how crappy the Bren is, yada yada, pea shooter, all that stuff. Here we go.
AV pairs are gonna check out the size of those gams. They're gonna kill the Gepard. Watch.
Oh.
Guys, we've seen some Saving Private Ryan. Lower the 20 mil. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, wow. He actually missed. Ay.
And the Gepard is going to wisely get out of dodge.
You know, right? I don't know right now why it's coming to my mind, but you know that song, You Got What I Need? I don't know why. Did anyone know what that song is? I need to find out what that song is. Anyway. Pack 40 over here, he's back on the front lines, and he's exactly what the Germans need, is to start pounding the infantry to the north, trying to support his rather outnumbered comrades, or Freund, if you prefer, to the northern side of the map. Unfortunately, he's not going to get a whole lot done.
Oh no, he's not.
And a second try for this Gepard is not going to work. Another bomb's going to come up into the pipe, though. And you would have thought that firing a 20mm cannon at a bunch of squishy meat bags would have done something a little bit more.
Yeah,
I guess not.
I guess he's, too used to shooting aircraft or some nonsense.
This has absolutely nothing to do with anything other than that it was a World War comment, but did you realize that in the First World War, flamethrowers were considered to be inhumane?
Yeah. At least they didn't use gas. You gotta give them that. No one used gas in the Second World War in frontline battlefield row.
True.
Let's leave it at that. Okay,
yes, thank you.
So, we got Ox and Bucks and AB troops moving in up north. Panda Grenadiers are doing their best to try and hold, essentially. But this is starting to crack a little bit for JMW World War 2. But, oh look, Panzerwaffe.
True. I do have to note, by the way, JMW World War II, I think, adds in a third W there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I
mean, I'm totally okay with it, but...
I'm just going to keep sneaking in more Ws, like his 17-pounder sneaked in and shot of Panzer III.
Well, I figured you were like, you know what, the Germans aren't going to get the W anyway, so I might as well give them the pity. So I get it. I do. But the northern, there's going to be one lone German squad. He's going to get bombed to smithereens. And yeah.
Yeah, RAF air power is starting to come online and can get pretty deadly. Especially if he starts getting a lot of those AT Typhoons. Because they can just knock out tanks left, right, and center.
I am surprised by the fact that there has not been much in the way of leadership on this map. Yes, as of right now, we have a Command Tetrarch and a Panzer Grenadier Führer.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can think of, maybe one earlier Panzer Grenadier Führer, and that was when the Germans had absolutely no infantry to speak of, so that was understandable.
Yeah, it's some of those 3-4-3s early on for the Germans,
point, yeah.
But they pretty much just got sniped. Yeah. Not going to be much commanding on the rest in the front.
Well, that's good, because once you have a Panther, and look, at long last, a mortar half-track to come in with it, you don't really need a whole lot of leadership. You just need to not be... Oh, jeez.
AT Typhoon and 18 Typhoon makes the Panzerwaffe go kaboom. Yeah.
Yeah, there are no words. There are no words.
Yeah. That's a very good kill for Aletoledo. Yeah, it's knocked out a very scary threat. You're down south, the Challenger isn't in a too good situation. It's getting hit by the Pack 38, but Pack 38 gets hit by Typhoon in Pack 38 is no longer existing on the map.
Well, I think part of that was helped by the fact that the Vickers heavy machine gun eventually fired enough spitballs to make the AT gun go, wait a second, we probably shouldn't be getting shot by this.
Let's hide behind the shield.
I'm not even going to get into that, but that was, again, another piece of, like, modifications that, why? Like, I get it, but at the same time, just the guy who designed it was just on weed or something. I don't know, Ryan. Clearly, we're doing this at the wrong time. I'm just feeling way too caffeinated right now. But up to the north, the Germans are continuing to hold the line barely, which continues to surprise me because I feel like more AV Paras and Assault Pioneers, we could have definitely seen a rupture to the north.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see 6th Airborne run out a bit of the infantry. They have been taking some pretty heavy casualties. I mean, early in the match, two full squads got full-on surrendered, which is a pretty huge loss.
Yes.
So I'm thinking Aletoledo's really hurting in that regard, and he's starting to focus a bit more on regular tanks now, as he's trying to out-tank Rintown, and he can't really out-tank many people or 6th Airborne. So good luck with that. It's challenging getting shots because the Panther isn't stopping to shoot back. And oh god, what are you doing, Panther?
He's dead.
I think he has his AirPods on. There we go. He definitely had his AirPods on. He couldn't hear us. And then he comes the second Cromwell.
They're in danger. Don't shoot it.
That's so. Oh, that's sad. That's really.
Poacher.
That was like a poaching kill, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Panther didn't even stop to fight back.
I know. He's just a gentle monster. I mean, gentle beast. I mean, it'll come to me.
Creature.
Exactly.
Gentle creature. But that's a huge loss. That Panther is really expensive for the Rintown division to afford. It's like 3 minutes of saving. So.
And didn't even fire a shot. Not a single shot.
I'm surprised. Like, even in fast moves, usually the tank will like stop and shoot back if it's getting shot at, if it's on fast move. But that Panther, he was full on determined to get to the southern flank.
And you know what? And normally I would just applaud such, industry, but it's a bloody war zone, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Now I would be amused if the Challenger tries to wrap around this forest and gets nuked by this 234.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually, that's another Pack 40 coming in, isn't it? No, Pack 43.
Is that? Oh god. Oh yeah, jeez, he's getting the big guns out.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do a whole lot because he's just going to get straight into nothingness.
Yeah. Those bomber planes were definitely once the Pack 43 gets spotted, it'd be a few minutes before it gets kaboomed. And there goes the Flak Villain vehicle down south to the Challengers, which is doing surprisingly good, even though the Challengers aren't usually that good because they don't have veterancy, but there's nothing there at the moment to really stop him.
Well, that grill's going to die in a second too, so here we go. Yep.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
I'm not going to say that's a death knell, but at the same time, the Germans are just now viciously outgunned. Mortar half-track goes down as well, courtesy of that Command Cromwell.
Yep. Oh, Command Cromwell gets killed. Good kill, and the Pack 43 is going to be setting up down south, and if he can knock out his tanks at least, that will at least slow down 6th Airborne in their push.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
That'd be very good for Rintown, as I'm also thinking Rintown is starting to run out of stuff, but it's still very close in points. This is really anyone's game still.
He's going to see that Challenger now. Challenger's going to get first shot.
Yeah. Messerschmitt might shoot down a Typhoon, but there's a Tempest coming in.
Internal fragments of one Challenger. Ooh. But a new Challenger approaches.
Oh, Messerschmitt going to shoot down a Typhoon. There we go. Too bad that AA piece died earlier, because that probably could have saved the Messerschmitt now.
No, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to go into a bit of a turning fight, which I do not agree. But,
well, Messerschmitt can win a turn and fight. It's just turn and fight over enemy lines is dumb.
Yeah, and here we go. We have 2 pieces of anti-air coming on in.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't just pop out right now. It'll take forever for them to schlep to the front lines. Actually, the greater veterancy will, in theory, see him lose his stress faster, too. But the Polstons are going to just stack the
Yep.
deck. And this is when he loses.
GG Messerschmitt. GG.
It is worth noting that Pack 43 fired off 2 quick rounds, crippled a challenger, and took out another one. Now, I don't play too much, Smash Brothers, but that's a pretty good KD.
That's a pretty good KD. That's pretty good ammunition usage as well.
Indeed, almost as good as this Typhoon AT coming on in and blowing up that anti-air vehicle.
Yep. 6 Airborne's really got the air power up now. And they pretty much got complete air supremacy with that other Messerschmitt going down. And this is... I mean, it's still anyone's game. It's just 50-50. And if JMW can control the southern flank again with some vehicles and stuff and get some infantry to help push and actually screen, yeah, and he can potentially bring us back. At the same time, Aletoledo could probably push up north and capture his forest area again, which would be beneficial for his airborne troops.
I totally agree. However, up to the north, we do see that Pack 40 with 1 lone crew member able to take out another leadership vehicle, and can you just imagine the scrum of lines of men having at each other without gentlemen to restrain them?
I know, you should give your enemy like 3 days warning in advance before you shoot them. That's just the gentlemanly way.
Exactly. Like, that Typhoon AT was like, you hear my engines, bro, you need to move, and then nuke the guy anyway. That was the vehicle's fault.
Yeah, exactly. I like your thinking.
But alright. Another quad-mounted, 20 mil is on the back of another flatbed for some strange reason. And I don't think... Yeah, I feel like the Germans are just about ready to get ruptured.
Yeah, I mean... the airborne troops are still pushing pretty hard. It's probably would have gone better for JMW if he didn't lose that Panther in such a silly way. Yeah, that really sealed the deal for him. I'd have to say, if that Panther is still alive, I mean, it probably would have eventually got Typhoon AT, I'm not going to lie, but it probably could at least kill the challengers at least and shut down 6 airborne dominance in the southern side.
Definitely sounds about right. Holding fire on the HE for the Pack 43. Yeah, but let's be fair. I think the Windhound kind of lost this a long time ago, and to say that they lost it is still kind of a misnomer. They're still up in tickets here. But losing all of that earlier equipment just it crippled them.
I feel like this was really, I mean, JMW really lost just due to micro more than anything. Like he lost a lot of vehicles in really silly ways, like the light vehicles from earlier to all the Piat shots. And with Rintown, you can't afford to lose that much stuff, especially with Rintown. You have to be conservative with your stuff. And that really screwed the pooch for JMW. Well, 6 Airborne, they got, a bit more in terms of availability, in terms of, like, ground units. And also the air game completely helps out 6 Airborne.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Windhound doesn't really get a whole lot of buffs in this community patch, does it?
No, it's just the, Price bus for now. Which I'm okay with. I mean, it's better to, like, do it slowly and just, like, making a division, like, completely 180 degree. Or 180 degrees. Yes.
The 360 is going to bring us right back to where
I know,
we were.
exactly. I was thinking about it. But a 180 degree U-turn and making it like completely broken and overpowered. So...
Oh, like the Demi Brigade.
I mean, Desert Rats.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too.
Yeah. The Desert Rats did get some nerfs in the patch, but... I mean... Yeah. But I think mainly it just comes down to JMWW2's micro and unit preservation really screwed the pooch for him.
Yep, and now to the north, the infantry is just waltzing their way towards Paris. And to the center side of the map, well, Challenger takes down a new opponent in that P3, and yep, the Germans are very much without any real support left on the map.
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units on the map.
And one of them is falling back.
Yeah, behind enemy lines.
I think it's fairly safe to say we can go to ×2 at 3620.
3, 2, 1, go.
But yeah, a +3. Valiant fight to bring it back from where it was in the first place, though. So I will doff my hat, like I said. to JMWW2.
It's been a really good match. Like, it's definitely been pretty back and forth. And the first, like, A phase was pretty crazy from both sides pushing through, but
Now it's turning into the Fillets pocket.
there's gonna be no escape.
Nope.
Nope.
Demo charge. Wow, there we go. Alright. I was like, there's no boom. What's going on?
Yeah, but JMW's fighting to the last man. He's not gonna tap out. He's gonna try to take as many as he can with him, for now.
True.
Yep, with 2 whole units left on the battlefield and 1 flying around. And that's gonna be a good game.
Indeed it will.
KD pretty high up for Aletoledo for
exactly
obvious reasons.
how fast are you going here? Because I still have another 20 seconds to go.
You do? I went to ×3.
Ah, I went to ×2. No, I said ×2. But you know what, folks?
I thought you said ×3.
Miscommunication. You know, Ray's gotta finish first.
I'm not good at math.
I get it.
No, 2 and 3, it's like a runoff difference, you know.
But there, like you said, yes, KD very much in favor of Aletoledo.
Yep. He pretty much wipes the map clean.
Binnington, by the way, that we were talking about before, that Ox and Bucks.
Oh.
3 vehicles and 1 Peagrin.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Apart from that, everything else is pretty, like, Challenger, Oliver did pretty
Challengers
good.
did very well.
Yeah, did very well, surprisingly. And looking at losses, Panzer 3 out, Hauler knocked out a lot of stuff. That's a real good Panzer 3 usage.
Yeah, he actually pays for himself, which is terrifyingly surprising.
And the Pack 40 as well, knocked out.
Oh, wow.
4 goddamn tanks.
He was the best.
God damn it.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it was a pretty good match, and there's 2 divisions that, I mean, I've written down to it often, but whenever we see Gonzo, but whenever we see 6 Airborne on it often, so I'm happy about it. I'm happy about his replay.
Indeed. Indeed. But you know what, guys? Come back on Thursday. You'll see another one of the community balance patch games from Proto Soccer's one-day tourney this past weekend. As always, if you're looking to get into that balance patch, I'm sure one of these games will put it in the link in the video below, in the description below. But until then, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.